early on you said something about it can happen these days that a guy not seated in the slums is playing at a really high level, and I think most guys now are pretty much agreeing that maybe the ceiling isn't quite as high. Maybe let's say in the top 10, 15, but like the floor is way higher than it used to be. And we were talking the other day on the couch about what's changed in tennis. We speculate it has something to do with the ball a little bit, like the way people are playing. Like the ball's not getting up as much. Like maybe there's a bigger premium on like ball striking, hitting the ball big, like you were saying, taking time.
Yeah.
And playing a little bit. Guys are playing a little bit tighter to the net. I feel like than they used to. I feel like you had more guys with more shape the last 10 years. But Darian, he said in a funny way, the movement. He said if you don't have the sliding backhand, open stance, defensive backhand, you can't get past 300, he said. Like, guys move unreal today. Like, I feel like 5 years ago, you could approach backhand and get, like, weak passes, or, like, guys could only pass line, or, like, they would kind of get there and give you, like, the little slow chip for that comes, like, just over the net to try that thing. But now, when you play big somebody's backhand, guys, they slide on the left leg, unreal, and they're putting the ball back at, like, 75, 80 miles an hour, and you have to, like, keep playing, you know?
The way Darian said it is so funny, bro. He's like, "Oh, by the way," like, he's like,
by the way.
basically implied, if you think that you can make it without having that shot, by the way, don't even try it. Like,
said, in case you're not up to the speed, if you don't have that shot, you can't make it.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, in case you're not locked into the game, that's a requirement now. If you can't do the running open stance, you fucked. Okay, so that's one.
Yeah.
And two, I would say due to the ball as well, maybe. And also tactically, I think guys are ripping the shit out of second serve returns, especially on the backhand. So like where the kick serve used to be like the go-to, on the second serve, you just play kick to the backhand and you start the point. I feel like that's not a thing anymore, really. Like guys have such good returns that they're taking the thing out of the sky and they're putting it hard down. They can put it through the middle at your toes. They can put it through the sideline. So I feel like guys are now like, I don't know if they're slicing the second serve, but it's like much more of a forward thing where they're finding body forehands, and they're finding it's much more variety in the second serve where it's more of an aggressive shot. Because I think just the kick is not bouncing enough that it's uncomfortable for guys anymore.
No.
Do you agree with those two statements? And what else do you think has changed?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with those statements for sure. And then also, I think a lot is to do, to the balls the last few years. Like, the ball's really changed from the first moments I played ATP tournaments to now. Like, and anybody can debate with me if they want, but like, I think I know my game enough, or I know tennis enough that like, I'm pretty confident in that statement. And maybe one day we're gonna, factories are gonna come out and say like, since COVID, like we had a shortage of this material and, balls were made differently. But for now, we're in, I don't know, we're in the blank. Like, we don't know. But for me, that was a big change because, 2018, 2019, it was never a conversation, the balls. And now it's a conversation every month, how they're not bouncing. I'm here in Shanghai, and after a couple of rallies, the balls are not bouncing, really. Like, so, like you said, now, if you have players playing with this, the game that is like where you're going to hit as hard as you can, or not as hard as you can, but you're going to rip through every ball and you're going to like play flat, it works, where before, like, you could use the speed of the ball, or you could use how it was bouncing to kind of like just hit a chip that would slide well through the air and like, or just like, with your racket, just a little bit of spin and the ball would bounce, so there was more variety. I feel like, it's easier to serve and volley with a ball that's like, it's giving you something. So now guys are switching to more powerful rackets and hitting more through the court with less shape already from the return, because the ball, you have to hit it hard. If you don't hit the ball hard, it's not going to go, or it's not going to have an impact, on the player. So the ball quality has a lot to do. And then that's why, the games are more similar, the game styles. And then what you said on the serve, But that started, I think, a couple of years ago. I was actually having a conversation with Milos coming up on tour. He was like, Yeah, guys are too good now if you just kick it to their backhand. Like, guys have been doing that since they're 10 years old. Like, kick to the backhand, hit the return. Like,
Yeah.
so him, actually, he was very smart with that. Like, from early on, he was mixing up. I mean, obviously, he has probably the best serve in history, in my opinion. But, like, he was really good at mixing up the second serve. And now you see more and more guys do that. Because guys, if you just hit one spot the whole match, I mean, guys are too good. A guy like Sinner will kill you if you do that. Only.
So good. We aren't just on the couch talking garbage. Then we seeing something with a little bit of sense. Good, good.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you want to watch the full episode, the link is in the description down below.